Hi everyone. Wow, it's been a while. I just looked and I saw that my last video was in October of 2018, so almost 2 years. Yeah, it's been quite a roller coaster the last 2 years. I just want to thank you for all your comments and messages. You have no idea how much those mean to me, and even if I don't get back to you, just know that it really means a lot to me, and I am always striving to return those messages, but I do struggle sometimes, and I think after today's video there's going to be some big changes, and I know I say that every single time, but I'm going to explain everything, but I do think that things are going to be a little bit more consistent, word of the day. I think it's going to be a little more consistent after today's video. In October, when I filmed my last video, it was my ECT and TMS question and answer kind of video, so not a whole lot was going on at the time. So I would say probably about halfway through 2019 is when the depression kind of started coming back, and I went through TMS again. I was really struggling, and I ended up missing quite a few appointments, which really defeats the purpose in the end, because you're supposed to do it 5 times a week consecutively for 6 to 8 weeks. And I missed a ton of appointments due to not wanting to get out of bed and not wanting to do anything. I didn't feel like it was going to help. So I didn't have a very successful treatment, and I was feeling kind of okay, and I was dealing with it, but it slowly started getting worse and worse until we got to January of 2020, and it just got so bad. I was in such a bad place. I was really struggling. And so February comes around and we go in to see my psychiatrist, and I tell her I want to do TMS again. And this time I'm going to be diligent and not miss appointments and follow through. And so we did it. We started it in March, right when COVID hit. Everything was pretty normal as far as treatment goes at the beginning, and then slowly, as things started getting worse and worse with COVID. I was obviously wearing a mask going in. I had to do a survey talking about all my symptoms or whether I had any or not. They took my temperature. It was very strict as far as how you could be, and so it made it a little more nerve-wracking. I mean, everything that's going on right now. I mean, the world is topsy-turvy right now, and that's putting it very, very nicely. It's a crazy time right now. That, with everything happening and feeling depressed, it was really overwhelming. And I was really scared that it wasn't going to work. I felt a little better, but I was still depressed. I was still feeling terrible, and it could be because of COVID. It could be because of what's going on in the world right now that I was feeling depressed despite having gone through 8 weeks of treatment. I can usually tell when it's circumstantial depression as opposed to biological depression. It still didn't feel like circumstantial. So I talked to my psychiatrist, and she suggested that I start a new medication. So I started Trintellix. It takes longer to start working than the typical antidepressant. So I was not feeling any better. 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, it was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And then all of a sudden, I started kind of coming around a little bit. I started feeling a little bit better. I started feeling like, okay, this might be working. And as time went on, and it kind of got around to summer, like I'd say June, that's when it really hit me. Wow, like it's actually working, and I feel good. Like, in my little bubble, I'm not thinking about what's going on outside of my bubble, but in my bubble, my my Jenny bubble, I'm feeling so much better, and it is incredible. And so a lot of people say, well, wasn't it just a waste to do TMS? Why couldn't you have just started taking Trintellix? Well, the thing is, I think, and you guys know if you've been following my story for a long time, I was medication resistant for a really, really long time. And the ECT and the TMS combined have kind of fixed that in a way. I maybe shouldn't say fixed, but it's definitely helped in a way. I feel like I'm more responsive to medications now. And so this medication might not have worked if I hadn't done the TMS first. So, I mean, we'll never know, but I'm choosing to believe that because with everything that I've been through over the last, ever since I started ECT 7 years ago, I feel like it's all a combination of things that have helped me get to the place I am now. Today is August 25th, and I'm doing really well. And I am feeling empowered. I am feeling ready to take on new things, ready to start a new chapter in life. And there's going to be big things happening in my life, and I'm really excited about it. And it makes me really emotional because I feel like I haven't felt this good in a really long time. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the first time I did TMS, and kind of I'd say it was about a year and a half after I did the first round of TMS is when I felt so good, so much better than I've ever felt. And I'm kind of back at that point right now because for another year and a half after that started kind of trickling down and going down, I've been feeling so good since the Trintellix has started really working. It took about 8 weeks, I'd say. So it was right on the nose for me as far as what they say it takes to start working. I'm doing a lot of new things. I am pursuing new opportunities right now, and there's lots of exciting things happening, and I am first and foremost so grateful. So grateful to my friends, to my family, and to you guys for sticking with me, even though I am the most flaky person ever. And I say that with all sincerity. I am the flakiest person ever. And I'm not going to make any promises because I always do, and I can never keep them, and that kills me. So I'm not going to promise you guys anything, but I am going to tell you that I'm going to try. And I, that's all I can promise, is that I'm going to try. And I know Yoda says there is no try, but Yoda is just going to have to deal right now. Wow, that was really nerdy. I'm cool with it. I'm going to try to be there for you guys more. And there's a couple different ways I'm going to do that. I am going to try and post on this channel every 4 to 6 weeks. I feel like with what's going on right now, since I'm not doing a new treatment, there's not really a reason to give too many updates unless something, big happens. But I am going to try to keep up a little bit better with this channel. 2 years is too long. I'm also going to be setting aside time to answer your messages and comments, not only on YouTube, but on Facebook. For those of you who follow me on Facebook in my group, thank you so much. I'll leave a link down below. There's a core group of people there who are just so supportive and are always saying wonderful things. And if you're not a part of that community, please check it out. The last thing I wanted to say or wanted to tell you is that I am starting a new YouTube channel. Well, actually, I started it already. I'm trying to make some positive changes in my life. A lot of positive changes. Some of them include eating better, exercising, being better about self-care, incorporating more healthy habits into my life, different things like that. And then the other part is that I'm trying to be more creative. I love being creative. I think we're all creative. I think everyone's creative. Everyone is creative. Elizabeth Gilbert says so. I love Elizabeth Gilbert. If you haven't read Big Magic, please check it out. I'll leave a link down below. I want to share some of my adventures as far as trying new creative things. It's just going to be called Jenny Capper. which is my name. I'll leave a link to the video below, and if you guys are interested in kind of following me a little bit closer as far as my life and just every day-to-day kind of things, if you're interested, please go check it out. I think you'll really like it. The video I have right now is kind of a tips and tricks video, but it also shows like just kind of me living my life. But I'm gonna be doing vlogs, like everyday vlogs, and I have a whole list of ideas. I'm kind of still in the planning stages. I just wanted to get it out and get it started, and yeah, so the video's up, and yeah, go check it out. I'll leave a link below, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like that. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your continued support and all your wonderful messages, and I am telling you I'm gonna try, and I hope that's okay. And again, thank you for giving me grace and for being patient with me, and you all are pretty awesome. No, you're better than pretty awesome. You're really awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you next time.